Ladies and gentlemen, wow. What an amazing day it was for Trump. What an amazing day it was for this administration. We've got great inflation numbers. We've got great jobs numbers. We've got great news on tariffs. We've got war potentially ending. We've got a Doge dividend possibly coming out that's going to stimulate economic growth. This is huge stuff. This golden age is about to happen. I just tweeted something out. This is the ultimate propaganda. This is amazing. Yes, yes. Hello, everyone. Tesla. Yeah, we'll take a look at that. We'll take a look at the photo op. The golden age requires patience, young one. Patience will be paid off in the form of crypto. Why did Drudge Report turn liberal? It's been liberal. They've been against Trump. Thomas Massie voted no. Thoughts? Yeah, well, you know, that's to me, that situation all goes back to Israel because Thomas Massie has taken no AIPAC money. So there's a large subset of Republican online social media that obviously hates Israel, hates our involvement with Israel, hates Trump's involvement with Israel. And so this little, him not endorsing this is kind of a bigger picture thing when it comes to Trump saying he's going to have somebody primary him and beat him, and Trump's going to endorse whoever it is. So that's really what it is. But there's a lot of people obsessed with Israel, and obviously Massie doesn't take any money from them, which is very, very good. It's commendable. Super, what's up, man? Is the Yay coin out yet? I don't think so, man. I do not think so. I hope not. I hope it never comes out, but you know how these things are. He already paid people. It's going to come out at some point. It's a joke. It's going to be a liquidity volume drain. The ceasefire deal is huge. Yeah, you've got all these people dooming about, well, Russia's not going to agree to it. Well, you have to understand. People have to realize something with this ceasefire. Well, actually, you know what? Let's take a look at this.
Thank you. I mean, if you actually drove it around, it would really be well.
These are good role models for young men.
Wow.
These two are really good role models. If you're a young guy, you need to look up to these type of people.
This is a different panel than I've had. Everything's computer. That's beautiful. Wow. Watch Secret Service go crazy.
The Bitcoin Act. Listen, I don't think that this is a weird moment with this lady.
I'm so pleased to announce that today I will be reintroducing the Bitcoin Act.
Just an odd situation, this lady.
And I'll be joined here shortly by Senator Justice of West Virginia, who is one of the co-sponsors. And
yeah, well, this Bitcoin Act is basically the U.S. Government investing into Bitcoin to the tune of 5% of the supply. So it's like, what is 5% of the supply? I think it's 1 million coins. It's like 1.3 million, 1.4 million total coins. It might be like around 1 point, because some of the supply of Bitcoin's been burned. So the total supply was originally 21 million. It's down to like 19.5 million. Thoughts on SPX 6900 right now? Yeah, they got banned off of Twitter. They really got to do a better job with that. Dude, there are so many meme coin Twitter accounts that get banned. How does SPX 6900 get banned? It doesn't make any sense. It's because the way X bans accounts is really bad. There's been a lot of that, but I don't even think a bigger account will get banned like that for nothing. It's just fudders reporting them, mass reporting accounts, and it gets them banned. Where's the Epstein files? Yeah, it's not looking good for the Epstein files. Let's take a look and see what was said here.
I don't have a timeline here. Do you have any public? I would defer you to the Department of Justice. I don't have a timeline here.
Do you have any update on the JFK files?
I don't at this moment. Again, I would defer you to our DNI director, Tulsi Gabbard, and also the Department of Justice. I know that they are working on that diligently, as the president requested them to do.
So it's a non-answer. Come on, we need something. I'd like to rotate. How do you get banned on Twitter nowadays? It's like mass reporting. Mass reporting of accounts is how it gets banned. A lot of crypto Twitter gets banned. A lot of those coins. The meme coins, the actual meme coin, like accounts get banned all the time. Next bracketology, it'll be tomorrow, man. There was really no reason to do a bracketology today. I was going to do one today, but there were barely any games on Monday, so there was no reason. I mean, even today, the Big Ten doesn't even start today, but there are some championship games for mid-majors. This isn't a ceasefire. Well, it's the start of a ceasefire. Russia just has to agree to it. So is it true Trump reversed tariffs on Mexico? If so, then that's an L. It just makes Trump look scared. I think he did reverse the tariffs on Mexico that were under the umbrella of the trade agreement that the United States, Mexico, and Canada signed. Yeah, he did do that, which is about 60%. So Trump, about 60% of the product coming from Mexico to the United States is not under tariffs right now. The other 40% is. That's what it is. How's your car doing? Yeah, I mean, my car is fixed. Now my car has a thing to where it says I need an oil change. I just got an oil change 2 months ago. I tried resetting it. It's a pain in the ass. I don't need an oil change. I don't know what it's doing, but I'm about to get a new car with this golden age. It's gonna be good, but just gotta suffer through it right now. They asked Trump, "Are you meeting Putin?" What did he say? I mean, there's going to be representatives from Russia and representatives from the United States meeting. Did Trump take tariffs off Canada today? No, Canada took tariffs off the United States, I think. Canada wants to renegotiate a trade deal. They're trying to get out from all these tariffs, basically, that the United States has them on. Tariffs are killing Canada. This is the liberal cope. Oh, it only hurts the U.S. because it doesn't tax the other country. Well, it hurts the country because we're not going to be buying Canadian lumber because of the tariffs. And so it hurts their industry. So they need the tariffs off. Is it day 17 or 18? I think it might be a bit high. I think it might be like day 15, man. We might be on day 15. Might be day 15. Carney is worse than Trudeau. It's the same thing. I mean, it's the same. Canada buckling already. Yes, sir. Thoughts on Trump criticism of Thomas Massie? Yeah, I know people are going to ask me that. I knew that was going to happen tonight. Look, here's the thing. It just all goes back to, I mean, Trump obviously wants full agreement with Republicans, so when he doesn't get it, he gets angry. But this deal that they're doing, it is the same spending structure that Biden had, and it's only going to push it down for like 3 months. It's a temporary thing to help Trump enact economic policy, and then they're going to start the cut. But I mean, them cutting any type of debt is going to be very hard, just the way we're set up. Maybe they'll be able to do it if they are. I mean, I've been hearing some things where a lot of the Department of Government Efficiency stuff, they might be miscounting some of that stuff. I hope that's not true. Maybe it's just a liberal account saying it, but I saw a video on it. I was like, well, that doesn't look too good. But look, it's going to be hard to get the deficit down unless you decide to look into entitlements, you look into defense spending, which I know Trump did. There was a report that Trump was going to cut 8% in defense spending. This is just like a 3-month thing that's patchwork, and then they're going to do the big budget, towards the end of the year, like towards the middle of the year, the actual 1-year plan. So with Massie, I think it all goes back to Israel. Obviously, Trump is very pro-Israel. Massie hasn't taken any AIPAC money. There's a lot of people online that hate Israel and hate their involvement in U.S. politics. And so they're pissed off at Trump now because they know Trump very pro-Israel, and now he wants Massie out. Let's be honest, that's what's really going on. Will the government shut down? I'm concerned. I don't think so. It's basically the same spending umbrella that Biden had. Talk about Greenland. They just had an election. I thought their election was in April, according to Polymarket. I just looked last night. Do they have an election? You think the only way forward is cutting Social Security and entitlements? Well, if you want to, when you look at the biggest expenditures, it's the entitlements and defense spending. So there has to be a restructure of those. I mean, you could also try and generate revenue through tariffs, try and do minerals deals to get more minerals that could potentially lower it. I mean, there's a bunch of things you could do, but Social Security is already so fucked up just because when it was introduced in, 1935, the life expectancy was so much different. People are living so much older now. There's nobody to pay for this. That's why they're going to run out of money in 2034. Thoughts on the judge blocking deportation of the protest organizer? Yeah, well, that dude it's not even a citizen. It's a temporary visa person. He was talking about eliminating the West. But of course he gets spun like, oh, Trump is just pro-Israel, so he doesn't want free speech if it's against Israel. And that's someone that they said like they wanted to completely annihilate Western civilization. You're not a citizen. It's time for you to go. No, but I understand it's a slippery slope. I get it. Minerals deal now in Canada, UK, Greenland. This is odd. Never a discussion of the details. Well, there's really no point in discussing details if the deal's not done yet. But there is no minerals deal in Greenland. It would just be like us. The minerals deal in Greenland would be different than the minerals deal in Ukraine, because we would have like a potential territorial control of Greenland. We wouldn't have territorial control of Ukraine. It would just be extraction. Minerals deal in Canada, there's no minerals deal in Canada. That would just be based on a renegotiation of the trade deal that we currently have with them to where we could get more, because Trump has America in the correct leverage position with Canada. So Canada has to renegotiate to try and get rid of these tariffs. They have to renegotiate their trade deal with us. Thoughts on Reddit stock crashing? Is it seriously? It's like I just look up stock charts when you guys give me stuff. It's up 14%. Well, yeah, it has been crashing. We'll see if it stabilizes. Reddit's been really bad, man. I don't know what they're going to do with Reddit. I mean, I guess it's like free speech and stuff, but it is just infested with people that want to assassinate Trump. And you think, well, some of it's fake and stuff. I don't know. It's just weird. What were those Doge check updates you brought up in your last video? Yeah, no, I've been hearing that there's going to be announcing something. The guy that brought forward the idea of the Doge dividend, I think his name is something Fishback or something. He's like, yeah, well, in a week and a half or 2 weeks, there's going to be a big update. They're getting things in place. They're getting ready to wield out the $5,000. So I don't want to get people's hopes up, but there's a chance here that we get some serious. And then, of course, it's going to cause inflation. Well, if we got the numbers right, inflation is seriously under 2%. I don't know if this is correct, but this would be crazy if inflation was this low. Look, they got egg prices going down. I mean, it was a joke that they even complained about egg prices. How about this idiot? This was such a dumb thing to say. Listen to this.
Great again is Putin. We're making this great again and that great again, when frankly, the only thing they made great again is Putin. They've made egg prices great again, if you like high egg prices.
And Elon's wallet.
Yeah, because Elon has lost half of his net worth since Trump got into office with the Department of Government Efficiency, because people have been alienated against him because he's gone more political. But no, we're helping Elon's wallet, guys. Elon's net worth went from 400 billion to like 260 billion. Like, these people, how is Elon making money right now? Now, of course, the economy is going to get better and Elon's going to make money, but this is how dumb these people are. Elon made money. Elon got a government contract. Oh wait, that was under Biden. That was when Biden was a lame duck. Tesla got a government contract. I mean, so why don't these people tell me the government contracts that Elon Musk has gotten under Trump? Please tell me. Can I hear the government contracts? I don't think they'd be able to tell me anything. They gotta tell me anything. I don't know. Love the streams. I'm not a classical conservative, more of a 90s Democrat, which makes me conservative today. Probably many like me here. Yeah, certainly. I mean, the Democrats have just gone extreme left, and then they say Republicans gone extreme right. But if you just look at like normal issues like gay marriage and everything, look at how to the left the country's gone in general. Thoughts on Nick Fuentes? I find him to be pretty good on the Israel question. Worst part about deporting the Colombia guy is they will do that but not deport anyone else. LOL, mass deportations. Yeah, I mean, he is right on a lot of the Israel stuff. There's no denying that. And then the deportations. Yeah, the deportations need to come up for sure. The deportations need to come up. And we'll see. I believe in part of this this spending initiative, they're going to be trying to get more funding for the deportations. Egg prices were roughly $1.50 a dozen when Trump left office. Have you seen the gas prices? The gas prices are down significantly. The gas prices are they're like the lowest point they've been in 4 years. I was seeing other people tweeting it out. Marco Rubio talking about this is a big deal. We've got a ceasefire here. And then people are like, well, no, Russia's not going to accept it. Well, Russia, this is what people have to say. The U.S. is funding Ukraine again because we're trying to force Russia into a peace deal. People are like, well, why would Russia accept a peace deal? All of NATO is still behind Ukraine. The United States is back to funding Ukraine. We do this because this is all to set up the peace deal. But we have to give Ukraine more leverage to force Russia into a peace deal. You are eager to see Carney versus Trump interactions. I don't know. He's a suit. Do you think Trump should put Mexico on the sponsor of terrorism list? The Mexican government is like a terrorist country similar to the Middle East if they don't play ball. Well, yeah, they need to cooperate with Trump's actions when it comes to the cartels. Trump needs to be careful with the cartels, though. That's a situation that can really, really devolve into a power vacuum. So you have to be careful about that. I mean, it might be better just to not touch it and just secure the border really strong rather than invest into military operations into Mexico. I don't know. I'm not briefed on this stuff. Trump is probably given different strategical options on all of these leaders, and if we take this guy out, then this guy does this, and so it's all different dynamics within these cartels. So if you can cut the head off of the snake of a lot of them, that'd be a huge thing for Trump. I mean, imagine Trump was able to take out most of these cartels. That would be another thing. You completely stabilize the situation in Mexico and maybe get cooperation from the Mexican government, although I don't think we're too optimistic about that because the Mexican government is so corrupt. But I mean, Trump is justified to take action against those cartels. They fired at border patrol agents, and they've already been labeled terrorist organizations. That enables Trump to take military action against them. When will the Bears break ground on their new stadium? Pat's, I would probably say this summer. They need to break ground this summer if they want to open in 2028. These teams want to open as soon as possible so they can get Super Bowls and other events. Waiting does nothing. They have to get the funding package proper. They're trying to leverage Arlington Heights still against Chicago to get more money from the city. I don't know. I mean, they're probably going to be able to do it. This is how these things work, especially with a big city like Chicago. Their mayor is hated in Chicago. They've got a really bad situation. Even Kevin Warren, that dude's a clown. It's like, oh, he's gone over all these projects. He's a buffoon, Kevin Warren. Oh, sorry guys. There's a lot of freaking chats here. Just a lot of people here. Gas prices in your area, $2.45, $2.70. Gas prices for me are like $2.89, $2.99. It's very good. Look at this. This is truflation, which is a more accurate measurement than inflation. They're saying truflation is at 1.35. Yeah, but this is not the measurement they use for the government with the Fed, unfortunately. But the Fed's going to have to see that they're even the measurement that they use is lower. If it's lower, they need to cut the rates. Powell doesn't cut rates and try to sabotage Trump. Well, he's going to have to. I believe the Fed cut some, during Trump's first administration, at least to a degree. But the rates need to come down. They need to come down hopefully to 2.5% or 2%. I don't know if it's going to happen on March 19th or in the meeting after. Did you share new coins? I haven't talked about any crypto right now. Can you talk about military significance of Greenland and Canada? What threat is there from China, Russia in the Arctic? Is it a real thing? No, not really. We want their natural resources, but we have to make up something. No, I mean, there is a threat because the Arctic climate is changing. It's becoming more usable. The Northwest Passage, there's a straight right to the south of Greenland as well. There's a body of water that's used a lot. It's more important because of the climate situation. So there is, but I wouldn't really be worried about any types of invasions from Russia. I mean, those countries are just situated in such amazing areas. You're not going to be worried about an invasion of either of those places. You have to say that though. You can't just say we're going to pillage your minerals. I mean, to just say, oh yeah, it's security. But I mean, we want, it is for security to a degree. Is Powell biased? Yeah, Trump's had issues with the Fed forever, and they lowered the rates in September, which was ridiculous. I mean, it's a blatant manipulation to try and infuse the market right before an election for a Democrat because the Democrats were in office. Is this the crash, or is there more to come? I think we're probably getting out of it, honestly. I do think we're getting out of it. I mean, I can't predict what Trump's going to do. I mean, if Trump Trump's got 25% tariffs on the EU upcoming. If that happens, I think we probably go down more. I don't know. I want to see what these negotiations are with the United States and Canada regarding this current tariff situation. They're meeting on Thursday. Thoughts on MicroStrategy? I'm not going to buy any shares of MicroStrategy. But I mean, I like the premise of it. I'm a believer in Bitcoin. I'm a believer in crypto. Do you find it odd that Trump hasn't commented on Greenland's election yet? You think that would be a significant thing to him? Not really. Listen, I warned people that the Greenland, if they were going to have an initiative on joining the United States, they were going to vote against it. There has to be a incentive for these people to join the United States. You know what? I tweeted something out, and maybe this is probably might end up what ends up happening. This is like a watered down version of us adding Greenland as a territory. This is Greenland being independent. There's been public opinion polls that say Greenlanders want to be independent. They do not want to be controlled by Denmark, but they would have to have another partner to be able to invest into their land. And obviously they have natural resources. But this whole idea of Greenland being independent and being by themselves, there's no way for them to extract any type of value out of their resources. They don't have the investment capital to do it. Just like Ukraine doesn't have the investment capital to mine their rare earth minerals. An independent Greenland would be free to pursue a defense pact with the U.S. and could pursue free association status, whereby this is, in this context, this is Greenland would get U.S. support and protection in return for military rights without becoming a U.S. territory. The same status is enjoyed by, like, Micronesia, the Marshall Islands. But also, they would have to add here, we would get rights to mine their minerals, and they would get like 1% of it. You always catch my streams halfway through. I mean, yeah, well, I'm streaming a little bit later tonight at 8 o'clock. I've been streaming at like 7 o'clock, but I wanted to record another video talking about that trade situation with the U.S. and Canada that just came up. There was a lot of news today, honestly, man. I still got to do that video on 9/11. I haven't even started filming it. Are you on Trump's side or Thomas Massie's side? Well, I guess, I don't know. There's a lot of very passionate people that do not like what Trump is doing. I think it's something that has to happen. This is just, we don't want it shut down right now with the current economic situation. We don't want there to be a government shutdown. People are like, well, you're raising the debt. Well, yeah, this is a short-term thing. They have to do this, and then they'll sign the big budget bill later in the year. So this has to be done. I mean, look, I understand we want the deficit to be down. We want the debt to be down. But this is a stage. It's a process. It's not just one day you're able to do it. And I know he's like, well, they promised to do it when they delayed it in December, and they did basically the same thing, and they're doing the same thing now. So, I mean, I think I think we're gonna avoid a shutdown. You believe the U.S. will acquire Greenland either by them voting for independence and then joining the U.S. as a territory, or the U.S. does a military exercise? Yeah, I mean, it's looking like it's going to have to be, there's going to have to be bribery done, honestly, or there's going to have to be a military exercise. We don't want a military exercise, but there's going to have to be some coaxing. These people they get very galvanized about being independent, or they can stay independent, but there's going to have to be some type of defense agreement with the United States. They may stay independent, but we're going to have some type of defense agreement with them. Did you see the new renderings for the Ace Stadium's new interior shots? Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool, honestly. It looked decent. I don't know, man. I think Vegas is such a terrible spot for an MLB team, though. But it's all a cash grab. It's just gambling. It's a transplant city. CR bill already got through the House? Well, yeah, because that's what Massie said. He said they're not even it's gonna pass. I mean, apparently they all think it's going to pass, even with him voting against it. How rich will we be in 2027, May of 2027? I mean, I think it's gonna be a very good time. It's gonna be a very, very good time for everyone. But even just this year with the crypto, the 4-year cycle, I think it's gonna be very good towards the end of the year. Meanwhile, 100% tariffs from China, and no one says shit. They already interfered in 2 elections and helped Trudeau stay in. Yeah, they there's definitely a different opinion. Yeah, I was looking at some comments from Canadians. They were like, "Well, it's because Trump threatened to take over Greenland. China didn't do, or to take over Canada. China didn't do that." I mean, it's just all preposterous. They let India take over their country. It's through third world migration. What do you think of the trailer 2? Man, I wish the trailer 2 was today. That would be great, man. That would be good if the trailer 2 was today. I know you're trolling. Trust me, I would see something on that. Yeah, dude, you see that tweet about a nose ring? Dude, I was just seeing a lot of these, so many girls with nose rings. Like, it's nose rings and tattoos, both of them. Just too much of that shit with girls. Oh, man, I've been telling people, did you hear about the Doge checks? I mean, yeah, I've heard things from the people that the Doge checks, the Doge dividend could be happening. You know what? We can take a look at this. There's probably a reflection on this here. Oh, there's really not much voting on this. Or there's really not much action, I should say. This would be good if this happened. People have to understand. If Trump seriously has the inflation potentially going under 2%. Thoughts on XRP? Also, which crypto app do you prefer to use? You're kind of new to it. Well, if you're new, I would use Coinbase or Kraken. Thoughts on XRP? XRP is a normie, massive cap coin, probably going to 5 or 10x. That's what I would say on it. Septum rings, yeah, that's a lot of them too. If you've got like a really small nose ring, I guess it's not bad, but on like the side. The XRP shilling never ends. Yeah, the XRP never dies. I might have to shave my mustache. I think XRP is under $2 right now or some shit. Yeah, maybe it's a good buying opportunity. Dude, look at this guy. He's crying. This is hilarious. This is the guy that said he was going to shut off our power grid, our electricity.
Well, just a little while ago, I had an opportunity to speak to Secretary Lutnick. And Secretary Lutnick has sent out an olive branch to us to come down and immediately meet with him, meet with the whole trade administration, and discuss the future. Rather than waiting till April the 2nd, threats going back and forth, tit for tat, I've agreed to suspend temporarily, and we always have that tool in our toolkit, until we sit down over the next day or two. I'll be heading down to Washington along with Dominic LeBlanc, and we'll have a good discussion. You know, with any negotiation that we...
Dude is crying. Somebody must have told him he needs to make a deal. Like, he's teary-eyed here. RJ says, with the libs lacking true leadership, and if Trump ends the war, buys Greenland, and gives out $5K, the Democratic Party will collapse for the foreseeable future, and JD will win in a landslide. Well, I mean, it depends what happens with the economy, I think. There's a lot of stuff to that, but yeah, I mean, the general census is if the wars end and Trump... I mean, I've laid the groundwork on how Trump wants to structure the economy and how everything's going to come back with the lower interest rates, and now we're seeing the lower inflation. That's like the first domino. So we're seeing Trump lay the groundwork right now for this just amazing economy in 2026 and 2027, even towards the back end of this year with crypto. Hopefully, we hope. But then 2028 Vance. I mean, listen, it's a bit early for Vance, so we're gonna have to see. We don't even know who the liberal guy is gonna be, and we don't even know if it's gonna be Vance. But I think Trump is laying the groundwork for a great economy. And obviously, the war's ending. It's a very loaded statement because liberals are gonna say no. He caved into Russia. You allowed annexed land. And then with Israel-Palestine, there's a lot of conservatives that are not happy with what Trump is doing. But like the general consensus on wars ending is positive. The general consensus is positive. Now, I don't know if they will go forward with that plan and expel the people there of Palestine to Jordan or Israel or a desert. I don't know. But that's going to get some backlash if that ends up happening. I mean, there's no real great way to deal with that, though. Bryce L, thank you for the $5. He's crying. I mean, this is... I saw this. I was like, I have to... Like, this dude is crying. Somebody went to him and said, dude, our country is going to die, bro. Like what happened to this guy to have somebody go to him? And because he's the one that was acting all tough and big. You like Trump, but I glaze him too much. Well, you know, you want to know something that's funny about that? There's a movement within right-wing Twitter to where they all hate Trump now. So it's like, oh, you want to be quirky and oh, go against Trump. I mean, that's like half of the right-wing Twitter I see all the time now is criticizing Trump for something. So is it really all that, oh, you're a badass, you're going against Trump? It's like 3/4 of the thing that I see is against Trump. So I mean, the support for Doge, you were watching Rasmussen reports, the support for Doge is 70%. It's Doge, the idea of cutting the waste has definitely got a lot of support. It's how they do it and how they implement it. There was always going to be a pull the band-aid off moment. It's going to hurt when you do it, but you have to do it. So they had to, that's what they had to do. Do you want Alberta to be a 51st state? I'm not... Listen, Alberta would be an asset to the United States. It's not going to happen, though, unless Trump wants to continue this trade war. You know the right move, right? The best move right now is to buy the dip. Stocks sucks, huh? Yeah, the best move is to buy the dip. People, I would be buying, but I don't give out financial advice. Greenland election closes in a few hours. But listen, Greenland wants to be. Hopefully, we get news that they want to be independent. That's the hope. That's the hope that I want. I want them to be independent from Denmark. Trump is doing Zelensky a favor. Well, I mean, we'll have to see what the actual negotiations and the ceasefire ends up, being. It could be a bad deal for Zelensky. We don't really know yet. We just don't have the details on it. But this does give Ukraine leverage in terms of ending the war, because Ukraine can say, we agreed to a ceasefire. If Russia doesn't agree, this puts the onus on Russia. So it was good to go to for Ukraine to go to them first. Some teacher you saw was saying that Doge has biases and AI would do a much better job at. Well, they're using AI, some AI agent. Yeah, they're using AI to cut government spending. That's what they're using. That's why Musk has all those younger kids. They all know AI. That's what they use. It's government efficiency, and they do use AI as a tool for it. Musk has his own AI model that we don't have access to, the more high-level advanced models. The government has them. So that's what they use for efficiency, absolutely. They do utilize AI for sure. But then they're like, well, Musk is doing this, and it's somehow helping him. How is it helping Musk? Musk has lost money. Musk has lost a lot of his net worth because of this Tesla situation. If he really cared about his net worth, wouldn't he leave politics? Politics is not good for a CEO because you alienate half of your consumer base. Hopefully they don't rig the Greenland election. Those people are very liberal. I'm just telling you. Thomas, thank you for the member. Did Russia agree yet or no? No, Russia hasn't agreed. They're going to have to talk to Russia probably tomorrow. We get an agreement and then the peace negotiations. I mean, hopefully that's what happens, but... They're probably just TDS leftists pretending. Well, yeah, they have to pretend to be Trump supporters and say Trump people, regret voting for him because nobody cares anymore what they say. Seth, you're saying I'm the man. I'm a smart guy. Man, I appreciate that. Thank you for that. Yeah, with liberal bot. Can you talk about why Trump might not just straight up offer Greenlanders cash for resource access? I don't know why. No territory acquisition needed. No, I agree. That's possible. That could happen. There's going to have to be a negotiation. That's something that might get worked out. Greenland is they're in an advantageous spot. They're in a safe spot based off of their climate. Nobody's going to invade them for really anything. So you can do a deal to where you just extract the resources and you give them money and infrastructure. It's just a bigger country helping a smaller country helping a bigger country. This is the deal that gets made. Lots of oligarchs in Ukraine have gotten rich off billions. Yeah, I know. They're going to have to do an investigation into that. Tucker Carlson's been talking about that and just how bad it is, and there's a lot of really... They've lost about $40 or $50 billion or something like that. Do you think AGI will come in the next year? Well, it's probably within the next 5 years. I really can't give any... I don't know when it'll get really good either. I mean, technically, we do already have variations of it, kind of. I've seen robots interacting with each other, and it's like you can see them problem solve. It's very disturbing. Bryce L. DG Beers on me if you're ever in Nashville. I appreciate that, man. Greenland would legit get rich off the U.S. economy. Absolutely, compared to what they're getting from Denmark. This is a win-win for both countries. And the problem is there's so much alienization within a Trump presidency and just with the United States in general that people automatically see this as, oh, we're ripping off a smaller country. This is as win-win as you can get. Trust me, this is a win-win if that happened. Am I Irish? Yes, I am. Anything on the For You page? Yeah, we'll take a look at that. I don't know, man. Whenever I look on my desktop, there's always just sports and shit. Tariffs are working. Well, yeah, the tariffs are definitely working, and this is more long-term plan. This economy situation is also working out in Trump's favor because it's lowering inflation and it's going to lower the interest rates. So he is right. They are working. Yeah, this is right. Gas prices are very, very low. Very low. That's going to help the approval rating, especially with some of the other economic downturn that we've seen. You get the gas prices down. Is the war over yet or no? So much talk from Zelensky for nothing. Well, no, the war's not over. Ukraine has agreed to a ceasefire agreement. Russia has to agree to the ceasefire, and then there's a negotiating period for a peace deal. So Russia needs to agree to this ceasefire agreement, which is a 30-day window for negotiations. And then hopefully, I mean, my only concern is that there's going to be an issue in terms of Russia wanting Ukraine to demilitarize, and I don't think Ukraine obviously is going to want that. There also could be territorial problems in terms of like what land gets annexed and what land doesn't. Obviously, that's going to be a big thing as well. That's what Trump was saying today. He was saying, well, the only hang-up is really like the territory, how it's going to be split. When are we going to see the deficit start to decrease? Well, that's going to take it's going to be later in Trump's administration if the deficit ever decreases. It's through the Department of Government Efficiency. It's through cutting useless social programs. If they're, I mean, they want to try and cut $2 trillion. That's the deficit is $2 trillion. I don't know, but they're adding more to the deficit with this new bill. It's possible it happens. It's going to take a Herculean effort though. Russia-Ukraine ceasefire deal by Friday. That's only 7 cents? Holy shit. Damn. So they don't think Russia's going to agree to this, or they think it's going to take a longer period of time for them to agree to it? Thoughts on Trump's age? I mean, Trump is definitely old, but he doesn't age in terms of the way he looks, the way he talks. I mean, he does mess up a little bit a few different times, but people nitpick. He's the president. I mean, I think Trump is pretty much, he looks to me the same as, he looks better than 2016, 2017. He's lost about 20, 30 pounds, his physicians say. Crimea absolutely has to go to Russia. Well, they've already annexed it. It's just more about countries recognizing that the land is part of Russia. 92% of them are Russian. Most want to be Russian. There's no point in Zelensky refusing to give up Crimea, risking more death. Yeah, the Crimea, I don't think is the hang-up. Ukraine was never going to get Crimea back. It was already annexed in 2014. It was just countries didn't agree to acknowledge it. For the deficit, debt to lower Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid must be cut or reformed. Military spending needs to be well, that's what I've said. I've said all of those things. I said it earlier in the stream. You can't go at those entitlements. You're going to get destroyed in an election. If they actually went after the entire entitlements, it would have to be right now, like literally right now, because you would have to have a buffer period before the election to coax it in. I mean, anytime you go after those entitlements, it's a big problem. Musk wants to do it. He talked about it again in a live stream. He was talking about the entitlements. They make up so much. And yeah, the defense spending, Trump said he wants to cut it by 8%. I don't know if that's going to happen. Trump has talked about cutting defense spending in a way with Russia and China, but China didn't agree to it. I mean, it was always a long shot that that would ever happen, but it's like if we all cut defense spending, it would be just better for the world in general. But I mean, it's rich coming from the United States considering how much we spend on defense. I mean, we already should be cutting it anyways when we've got this just crazy amount of not only debt but also deficit. You're $2 trillion, and the interest on it is only going to get worse. Something has to be done with it. I agree, but it's like if you try and tackle that, it's going to create a worse economic situation. So there's this give and take. You would love to know more about the Russian deal details. Yeah, I haven't seen any details on it yet. Did you see Skip and Stephen A did a podcast together? Yeah, I remember when I was younger, I watched Skip and Stephen A on First Take, like in 2013, 2014. I mean, I didn't watch much of the podcast that they did yesterday or whenever it was, but I saw a clip of it. Greenland's Independence Party gets a boost in early voting count. Oh, this is great. Are they holding a vote on becoming independent? Or is that just a party name, an independent party? I would love for them to do a secondary vote on leaving Denmark. That's something that would be very good. Greenland election odds. Why does it say this election is April 6th? When is this election? We can't lower defense spending by too much. We gave so much to Ukraine. Not really. I mean, not in the grand scheme of things, but I understand the sentiment of not wanting to give and that's really a new thing that Trump is doing. The foreign money outside of Israel is just it's cut completely. It's being reworked. It's cut. It's going to be very, very minimal, and it's going to be there's going to be a requirement on the country if you want foreign U.S. Military aid. There's going to have to be something you give up to us. That's a problem for Taiwan when they deal with China. You think Trump will meet with Zelensky ever again? Yeah, probably not, because they did. Looks like they're not doing that anymore. I mean, it would be hilarious. It would be good for content, but there's a lot of fake news on X with right-wing accounts. It's misleading a lot of time. Yeah, no, it's incentivized to just say some crazy stuff, and there's a lot of right-wing people that are going against Trump here recently. That's the thing. It's like you should get angry and get mad at Trump more. Well, there's like fucking 70% of the timeline is Republicans hating on Trump. I mean, what do you want me to do? I'm glad by the way, my microphone is working phenomenally. I'm glad about that. Remember when I had issues with that? No way the U.S. can win against China and Russia. Pushing them together was the dumbest foreign policy ever. But that's not even a remotely plausible situation. Russia and China against the United States would really have a horrible impact on the world. A winner really wouldn't matter at that point. But I know what you're saying. I mean, just in general, alienating Russia does push them closer to China as a byproduct. That's what we were guarding against. But liberals, they wanted the whole West versus East World War III. I mean, you could tell they were setting it up like, well, this has to happen, and we were looking at China possibly invading Taiwan, and they were going to send military support there. The CR explodes. Yeah, but the CR is they're kicking it down the road. It's a 3-month, 4-month patchwork fix. It's just the same type of same type of bill that the spending that was under Biden. Trump needs to start fining all the companies that started to mass hire illegals under Biden. Well, a lot of it's probably construction. A lot of illegals in construction, I know that. You asked if that dude, if Dean is a bot. Yeah, that's one of my AI agents. That's one of my AI agents. Politics, crypto, sports, the big trifecta. Nice content. Yeah, that's really what it is right now. Is those three? It's pretty good. A pretty good. You know, I saw this coin. This coin's holding up, man. This coin is holding up. I can't lie. This is a good looking chart. The JD Vance meme. It's a good looking chart. It's going to take over 4 years to undo the damage caused by Biden and Harris. Well, it's you do it in stages. There has to be an economic change, and so when you shift a little bit with these tariffs and some of the other things that Trump has been implementing, there's gonna be a downturn. There's gonna be an initial downturn to be able to manipulate. You're manipulating the economy to get the interest rates lower, get the inflation lower. You think Trump will ever meet Putin in Saudi Arabia after an official peace deal is reached? Potentially this spring or summer if things work out. I mean, yeah, it's possible. There's going to be a formal deal with all the leaders in Saudi Arabia. That's possible. That party is the independent party? Yeah, I figured. I mean, but what does that mean for their bid for independence? I wonder if that matters. Love the chart. That is a good looking chart, man. Where's the JFK files or Epstein stuff? I mean, you gotta wait. It'll get released when it releases. There's really no update I can give. They talked and Levitt was like, well, I'm going to refer you to other people. It's a non-answer. She gave a non-answer. You got Meta glasses. You should get some. I should get some Meta. You know, there's a thing about Meta. People think those glasses flopped. All that metaverse and stuff that Zuckerberg had. That was a big thing in crypto in 2021. It's like the metaverse, now it's the AI, but even the AI has kind of had a shit run recently. Do I play any video games? Not very many. Not very many. When I was younger, I played, played Call of Duty a little bit. That's about it. Black Ops 1. Elon and Trump. Yeah, Elon and Trump. Trump bought a Tesla today. Oh, look at this.
Hey, everybody. It's me, Rosie O'Donnell, star of the Flintstones. It's Tuesday all day, as my Nana would say. And I'm here in Ireland. And it's beautiful and...
She's in Ireland?
Warm not physically, it's actually quite cold. Moved here on January 15th, and it's been pretty wonderful, I have to say. The people are so loving and so kind, so welcoming, and I'm very grateful. I'm in the process of getting my Irish citizenship, as I have
Oh man,
Irish.
Why do these liberal white women always move to European countries? They should move to African countries. I mean, that's the immigrants they want into America. Then they move, like Ellen DeGeneres flees to the UK. Rosie O'Donnell infests Ireland. Moves to Ireland. You gotta be kidding me. She's invading my homeland. Dude, what happened to my country? That's like the first white immigrant they've gotten in like 4 years. Like, I mean, that's a good thing for them. These white women flee the United States to European countries. Or flee to Canada. Yeah, good thing it's not Canada. It's just a common cope. Oh, I'm gonna move to Canada. These women are so unliked and so miserable they have to physically leave their country. She moved to Ireland. Wow. Well, there's an immigrant for you. there's an immigrant. Steve Bannon. Remember? Someone said that Steve looks like Steve Bannon. I can't go back to Ireland. I'd have to feud with her. You think the CR bill is actually going to pass the 600 vote? Yeah, they need 60. I do think it will. It's basically like an extension. Remember the one in December easily passed, although that was with the lame duck. I think it will. I mean, I don't know for sure. That, you know what? There's probably something we can find to get a pretty good idea. Well, this is not the Senate, but I don't even think there is one on here. Senate control after 2024. That's from a while ago. Hold on. Government shutdown 2025. This is anytime in 2025. 37% chance. So it's not necessarily just based off of this bill. It's anytime. After attacks on Moscow, Russia is full on destroy. Well, Russia will hopefully we won't. I did hear about the drone attacks in Moscow. If that's what you're referencing, Fuzzy Balls boy there. Yeah, they're not too happy about that. What's a CR? It's like a temporary spending bill. Did Greenland vote for independence? I don't know. I mean, somebody tell me the results of it. We'll see. No, I mean they're not voting for independence. I don't think they're voting for their next leader. Since Ukraine agrees to ceasefire, is it possible Russia will still attack until they agree? Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, Russia's gonna still probably act like it's war until they agree to the ceasefire. But I mean, Ukraine is also going to be on the defensive until Russia agrees to it. They're just not going to. They have to have Russia agree to it. That's what it's contingent on. Take on the Epstein is still alive theory. Yeah, I've seen a lot of posts on that recently. It's relevant. It's in the news. I remember seeing something like on an island with the drone, and it's like, oh, there's Epstein. He's still there. I mean, yeah, just the way he died was so fucking bullshit. Obviously, people are gonna think anything like he's still alive, and it's because everybody knows it's such a bullshit story. It's not even close to accurate on him supposedly, suiciding. You think Epstein was a Mossad agent? No, he worked for Afghanistan. What's your opinion on Sam Darnold contract? I mean, it's like a typical mid-range QB, 3 years, 100. Like Kirk Cousins, it's a Kirk Cousins contract. Like Kirk Cousins signed contracts like that, where it's like 3 years, 100 million, 4 years, 124 million. I mean, it's Sam Darnold's all right. Some of these teams, they just have to get quarterbacks somehow, and I mean, Darnold had a really good year last year, then he sucked in the playoffs. I don't know. You think Hitler is still alive? 1889? Yeah, he's well over 100 years old now. JFK files, they'll come out whenever they come out. Whenever there's news, we'll see. I mean, listen, I'll take a look at this stuff right now. I think the JFK files at 149. Yeah. I mean, this stuff has been selling off. It's just because the market was so shit this past week. It's just the market conditions were so... Oh, actually, yeah, that was because of the market conditions. But, I mean, there's also no news on this. That's the problem. I mean, this is not a bad chart for it to moon at least to like 1 million or so. I mean, there'd have to be some serious news, though. So we need some hype. Giga is back up. Is that true? Man, how did this thing go down to 128? God damn. That would have been a good buying point there. At 79 million. This thing got crushed, though. Sean Hannity, the ultimate simp. You just ordered it, and he takes a photo of it. He got all the upgrades, Model S Plaid. This is the ultimate simp. The simp final boss. As promised yesterday, Elon said he would do an interview with me. Like, what's with this? Like, why do these people can't swear because it would take away from their revenue? Iceland coin pumping? You're kidding, right? You don't understand why Seattle would cut their 2 best offensive playmakers and then sign an average QB? Well, because they were desperate for a QB. They didn't want Geno Smith, I guess. Why would they censor swear words? Because they don't get paid if they put swear words. It's not good for advertisers. I mean, are they seriously mad at like that Trump Elon thing? I don't know, man. It's just all the outrage to me. It doesn't faze me because it's the boy who cried wolf with liberals. They're mad at everything. It's like it's time for you to order a Tesla. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on ordering a Tesla. Thoughts on Marco Rubio? I think he's too obsessed with war, with in terms of Israel. I mean, he does, to me, he does have some good moments, just in terms of pro America, good American policy with foreign countries. You know, when he went to Panama. Guys, there's no update on the Epstein files. They asked a question today, and Levitt was like, "Well, we don't know, and you'd have to ask other people. We don't know what's going to happen with the files. Something's going to have to come out with the files at some point. Like, what is this? Can this thing go away, please? The constant thing on there." $217 to $213. Man, I don't know if they'll have it in the Senate then. Thoughts on Bronny James? He obviously shouldn't be in the NBA, but it's his father. He wants to play with him. Yeah, did you see that thing that Trump signed? Anyone getting caught vandalizing, setting fire to a Tesla will be considered a domestic terrorist. That's what Trump said. I mean, there is a lot of liberals saying they want to kill Trump. I can understand him being skittish about these people. How much juice do I drink? This is really the only time I drink juice is during a stream. Do you think rhinos can ever get a foothold of the GOP again? With the Trump movement, I think it's unlikely. It's probably going to swing even more in the opposite direction, with the younger crowd going against them even harder than Trump is. FIFA coin. Yeah, you see, I saw there was a fake FIFA coin. It rugged pretty quickly. Bugs Bunny. Little Bug Bunny coin. Buggy. Prometheus, the movie. Man, they got a Prometheus coin. I'm gonna have to look into this. How is that? Oh, this is probably some bullshit fake utility project that was launched on Pump Fun. Come on. NFTs were a grift. NFTs were a joke, man. It's not good for crypto. That was that weird 2021 time. It was like metaverse and NFTs. Two SpaceX launches tonight pending the weather. We'll have to see how those go. Isn't it crazy how the fear and greed index is at this high of a price? Extended bull run. Well, isn't the fear and greed is a horrible indicator. It's a reactionary indicator. It doesn't predict anything, especially now. I think they also changed the fear and greed, at least the way it's tracked. It used to be very, like, because they were like, well, it was ultimate fear back like 2 months ago. Like, really? It's ultimate, or no, it was ultimate greed like 2 months ago. It should be ultimate greed when Bitcoin's at like 150K. I don't know how it's tracked in terms of the indicators they use, but I think it's more of a reaction type indicator. Like, looking at it is like, okay, there's obviously going to be, if the market is down 20%, yeah, there's going to be ultimate fear. XRP price prediction, $10. What is that, a 5x? I don't know. XRP is pretty mainstream. It might be like $15. It's a great normie coin. Thoughts on if it's a good time to enter the investing world? Yeah, I would say right now is a pretty good time. I think it, well, especially for stocks. Crypto, it's like, you know, you don't know. People think the bull market's already, or the bull run's already over. I don't think so. But stocks, I would say it would be a very solid time to enter. Looking forward to doing another 8-hour stream. November 7th, 2020. I don't even know if I'm going to. That's a long ways away, man. A long ways away. This isn't a bull run. Well, certainly not a bull run for the stock market. Do you think the Daily Wire will lose a lot more popularity with Candace Owens, Brett Cooper fallout? I mean, they already lost a lot because of those situations. I still don't know what happened with. I mean, with Candace Owens, she went anti-Israel. They got rid of her. With Brett Cooper, I don't know what happened with her. But yeah, they already lost. You know, they're like, they still have a lot of the more boomer base, but they're losing the popularity for sure. Anyone see the U.S. aid shredding documents? Yeah, I saw that. There's so much fraud going on. It'd be nice to get some, coherent actual numbers on the amount of fraud and stuff. I know they have the website, but liberals fed posting on Reddit. Reddit, it's impossible to know who's what to believe with that. It's just you can't trust any of the accounts on Reddit. It seems like it's all fake. I just got rid of an adjutant. Didn't Ben Shapiro want Candace Owens to leave because she wasn't a Zionist? Well, yeah, she went really hard against Israel. Very hard against Israel. And that's what I just said. You're trying to accumulate 5,000 XRP. Well, good. I mean, that's you're trying to invest $10,000 into it. Did you see the reporter tried to press Caroline Leavitt today? Yeah, I saw that. He's like, we know how we're paying for tariffs or whatever. It's so stupid. The soy boy dude, too.
Over and over again. When we purchase products made...
I want to see that, where that... This is the dude who did.
Second, when President Trump last addressed the BRT when he was on the campaign trail, his big push was on tax cuts. He's going there today as he's proposing tax hikes in the form of tariffs.
Not
and
true.
I'm curious
He's not doing
why
that.
he's prioritizing that over the tax cuts.
He's actually not implementing tax hikes. Tariffs are a tax hike on foreign countries that, again, have been ripping us off. Tariffs are a tax cut for the American people, and the president is a staunch advocate of tax cuts. As you know, he campaigned on no taxes on tips, no taxes on overtime, no taxes on Social Security benefits. He is committed to all three of those things, and he expects Congress to pass them later this year.
I'm sorry, have you ever paid a tariff? Because I have.
They
don't get charged on foreign companies. They get charged on the importers.
And ultimately, when we have fair and balanced trade, which the American people have not seen in decades,
if they're so bad for the United States, then why are other countries doing reciprocal tariffs?
I said at the beginning, revenues will stay here, wages will go up, and our country will be made wealthy again. And I think it's insulting that you're trying to test my knowledge of economics and the decisions that this president has made.
But it's just like people like these guys, they're empowered by the liberal left. It's just like they can be disrespectful. I paid tariffs. What did you pay tariffs? You pay for what company did you pay a tariff for? What are you talking about? When are the deportations going to ramp up? Well, this spending bill, there's going to be more investment into the deportation process. You know, I've said tariffs will increase prices short term, but Trump might not even keep the tariffs on. There's going to be a renegotiation right now with Canada on a potential deal that was originally signed in 2020. They're going to renegotiate it. So, but tariffs in general, it's just an economic weapon to get the interest rates down. Cost of the tariff gets passed to the consumer. Well, yeah, but we want more domestic production. That's the point. Obviously, if companies have to pay more to import, it's going to, at least for a short period of time, drive up the prices, and then there's going to be more competition in the U.S., and there's going to be more production domestically. You think Trump would do this to every country to get a good trade deal? I don't think this is really sustainable in terms of the markets. But this is just a shorter term thing, I think. But I don't know. It's hard to really know what Trump wants exactly, because it's very unpredictable with him. Do you like McDonald's? I haven't had McDonald's in a while, man. I don't really eat McDonald's, honestly. When I was younger, maybe. Yeah, I just reacted to that Rosie O'Donnell. Dude, I was like, why'd you pick Ireland? She's invading my home country. No, I wasn't born in Ireland. Neither were my parents. Neither were my grandparents. But my ancestors were from Ireland. Their fries. I mean, yeah, I guess their fries are really good, dude. I don't know. There's something about McDonald's, the way it's prepared. It's like it doesn't. It's after you eat it, it's not good, man. It's a bad digestion period after you eat it. I'll say that much. It's fake meat. I mean, there's a lot of fake shit though in a lot of places you go to. But yeah, you go to fast food, you're gonna run into some nasty food. It tastes good, but it's not good for you. What is the juice flavor? It's fruit punch. Shill some coins. I mean, I really don't have any coins to shill. Prometheus, though, I do like the movie, but this is some bullshit project. Prometheus, please. What happened to that one coin? I don't remember the name of it. GTA 6. Yeah, wait for trailer 2. You can see this is a nice accumulation, and then boom. It's accumulation, boom. Accumulation, boom. You feel sick after? Yeah, you do feel very bad. How's the weather? It's very warm. Or it's warmer than normal. It's almost too warm. A little bit too warm now. You can literally feel the fat growing after McDonald's. Well, it depends how full you get. It's because McDonald's, I mean, it depends like how much food you get. But when you get really full, yeah. I don't get full like that anymore, though. When I was younger, I got really full. A lot. GTA 6 early April for trailer 2. Yeah, that's what I heard. I mean, but it keeps moving back. But I wish it would have came out already. I could use this as a trade. I gotta trim my mustache. Coin in the Federal Reserve. It just got announced. Big news. What is this? This is a fake coin for sure. Oh, they invested money into this or some shit. And there's so many of these Trump coins, man. And it's all the same. It's the same money grab. Slow rug bullshit. Like, how many Trump coins are there gonna be? Have you ever had chicken Philly from Jersey Mike's? You're asking till I answer. No, I never. I mean, I think I've only been to Jersey Mike's maybe once. Jersey Mike's is a very, exotic type place to enjoy a meal. It's just like, Jersey Mike's where it's located. It doesn't really fit in our area. Raising Cane's is another one. Culver's is another one. These are exotic places. They don't really fit. Did the time change get you out of whack? No. I mean, the time change, it's unfortunate, but it's only an hour, let's be honest. You see RFK Jr.? Yeah, that was kind of a weird setup they had going on there with RFK Jr., I'm not going to lie. Let's see.
Teenagers struggle with anxiety now and depression.
Which there are studies.
Oh, by the way, here you go.
Here's just take the red.
Oh, I want that right now. Give me that right now.
Is that?
This is you, Sean.
Oh, this is me. Okay, thank you.
And Secretary, this is for you. All right, gentlemen. Enjoy.
Thank you. You didn't pick up my Coke, did you?
Huh? Get your Coke. I got you,
Miss Small with the little ice. Okay. But I'm not going to drink it all because he's going to yell at me. I'm only kidding.
And Steak and Shake just switched out, and people are raving about these French fries. You taste them.
They're amazing. They really are. I'm not. This is not.
When I was a kid, and I travel in Europe. Europe is great. Always had great food. the French fries were always a disappointment because we had the best French fries here. They had pommes frites over there, and they just didn't taste right.
Remember when they got the shake, and he's like, "Here's the shake," and then RFK denied
You should know.
What's with Sean Hannity doing all these interviews? And I mean, I guess he's their top guy, but yeah, they're trying to paint the measles on RFK Jr. That's so bad. That doesn't even make sense. Like, you wouldn't change policy with vaccines that quickly to where there'd be a reaction. It's so stupid. It's like the egg prices. It's the exact same thing. Do you all say soda pop or Coke in Ohio? Pop. How do you tell if it's a fake coin? I would say any coin that's new, especially if you're new to, don't buy any coin that's new. The coin has to have a price history, preferably of a few months, honestly. That's why when I set my, when I try and find coins, when you try and find coins, you want to set it to where in the filters, it filters out to age pair. I normally put 500 hours, so then there's some price history. At least like a few weeks or whatever it is. I don't even know if that's like maybe a week and a half, but yeah, you want it because like all these new coins, it's like you're probably gonna get dumped on. By the time they're on here at the top, you're probably getting dumped on. There's no point. You want to find coins that have some price history, some shakeouts, preferably some coins that have gone down. That's just what meme coins do. The cleanest steak and shake. Yeah, I wonder how hard they cleaned the night before with RFK Jr. there with a Fox News interview. I was thinking about that. I was like, I wonder who mopped before this at night when I saw that clip. Sean Hannity is a god to boomers, really? Well, I mean, he is like he is the main person on Fox News, and we know Fox News is like 60 and up. Am I a fan of Skyline Chili? I never had it. That's a Southern Ohio thing. What platform should I buy crypto on? I mean, depends if you're new. I would use Coinbase Wallet or Kraken. Phantom is good if you want to get more degen, Uniswap. Bugs Bunny, yeah, I saw that. Bugs Bunny. Would you recommend anyone move to Cleveland? I don't live in Cleveland, but I would probably say, yeah, I would not recommend moving to Cleveland in general.
Well, I'm going to buy, and I'm going to buy because, number one, it's a great product, as good as it gets, and number two, because this man has devoted his energy and his life to doing this. And I think he's been treated very unfairly by a very small group of people. And I just want people to know that you can't be penalized for being a patriot. And he's a great patriot. And he's also done an incredible job with Tesla. And I mean, nobody else has a car company started up in the last 30 years that's been successful. I don't think so. And not only successful, but super successful. And because he's able to find billions and billions and billions of dollars of fraud and waste and all of the things. I mean, our country is going to be very strong very soon because of a lot of the things that he's done and a lot of the things that I'm doing. And there's no better.
Oh, man. Elon and Troy. What about when Trump gets in it? Trump gets in it and so does Musk. This is... Wait, I think he needs to drive away. Dark MAGA hat. Dark MAGA.
A different panel than I've had. Everything's.
Trump doing damage control for his buddy. I mean, Tesla will bounce back. Come on, we know Tesla will bounce back. "9/11 conspiracy video when?" Yeah, that video is going to be a while, probably Friday or Saturday. I mean, I haven't even started filming it. Probably Friday or Saturday, or probably Saturday, honestly. Am I getting a Tesla? I'm not gonna be getting a Tesla. I think Teslas, you know, even their sedans are they're just a bigger cars. When do you think the Doge dividend will hit? Well, I think they want to do it, you know, by the tax season. Don't put out good press until we have things finished. Well, if you don't do, if you wait for that, then you're just gonna get trampled by liberal. You're just gonna be trampled by and allow liberals to wove their narrative on whatever they want. You have to fight back against that. I mean, that's just a reality of what online politics is. The president cannot drive. No. Maybe he could go around the block a little bit. You're off the grid. You don't go on the internet. Well, you're on right now. How are you getting this live stream? This woman just is a weird thing. Like, I mean, I agree with the Bitcoin Act in general, though. Low inflation. Liberals vandalizing Teslas. Yeah, did you see what Trump said about it? Said it was, it's a terrorist act. I mean, did Delaware win? I want Delaware to win. Is it, wait, they're pro-US? Denmark has already said no. It doesn't matter. Wait, is this seriously a pro-US party that won with 40% of the vote? Have you ever heard of Telcoin? No, maybe. Not recently. I haven't looked into it. Pro-US is winning. I mean, this is huge stuff. It says Democrats are winning. It's a poll from N Wokeness. Well, I mean, are they pro-America? This would be big if this happened, man. This would be huge if we got good polling results from Greenland. I didn't think that was going to be good polling results. Fort Knox audit when? God, dude, I got like a neck. I got a sore neck. The Fort Knox thing, I don't know when that's happening, dude. You know how this stuff goes. It goes in waves, so they'll be in a fortnight. They'll audit it at some point. Democrats are right wing in Greenland. Look it up. Well, yeah. I mean, it doesn't surprise me. There's a lot of liberal parties that are right wing or more like Democrat, Republican. Sean, what's up? The whale. The whale enters. Remember that the donation galore that I got? That was an epic moment. Give them all 10K and let Trump visit there tomorrow. You like N Wokeness, but he's biased. Yeah, I mean, it's just a big account. I mean, it's a big Republican account. They say some good talking points. It's, you know. But I mean, this is good news if this is true. Take the $23 and buy XRP. Yeah, if I wanted a 3x, I'd do it. If I don't want a 3x, I want a 100x, Nate. Have I ever coped, and what's the biggest cope you've bought into? No, I don't really cope on things at all, honestly. Got like a neck string. I'm not going to be buying any of the Trump coin, man. I told people not to buy it. I never said to buy it, but it's like, I'll take a look at it for you, though. That 10 billion. I mean, this coin, with the vesting schedule, it's dead in the water. Just dead in the water. I'll be crying that I never had XRP. I think I'll be fine, man. I think I'll be fine without XRP. Listen, XRP, there's people spewing propaganda that XRP is going to go to $100. You guys, so who thinks XRP's... Oh, you think XRP is going to go to... You're a normie. You just said it was going to go to $1,250, $1,250. It's just... Come on, man. You got to stop. The Minnow. King, thank you for that. What's your next 100 move? NASDAQ 420. And some other coins. Dude, there are so many coins. Like, there's that Doge Jones industrial average. There's a lot of coins I want to buy, but I can't really buy them right now, honestly. I mean, I already have a portfolio, so it's fine. But I need a trade to happen. Like, I need one of these trades to hit. I'm trying to get a good trade, but it just won't happen. Because these people have just botched this release so badly. And this coin's back under 100K. Once there's news, I mean, it's bound to go up. I just don't know how high it's going to go up. That's the problem. Dude, I mean, that's not even it. You know, me being an anti-Zionist, dude, I don't want Israel to be involved with the United States at all. I don't want Trump to send them money. But if we've got 5,000 people doing it, so what am I going to join them? It's like it's like 70% of the timeline is talking about Trump and Israel. So should I, you know, I made a dancing Israeli video. I made a video criticizing Trump on Israel. So do I have to do more now? I mean, it's like, it's not even this, it's this mysterious thing, Trump, and I mean, it's like everybody is doing it. So what do you want me to do? Yeah, but people are arguing about XRP. Here's a black pill. Utility is meaningless in crypto. XRP people have told me about utility for so long. That coin is not going to $1,000, man. It's just not. There's no way. $20 maybe. It's just not. It's not. I mean, listen, you can believe, and that's fine. I mean, whether it goes there or not, it doesn't matter to me. But it's like, that's such an unfathomable market cap. Am I anti-Israel because they're Jewish? What is the issue with Israel? The issue is the entanglement in the Middle East and the animosity with other Middle Eastern countries. And the fact that, I mean, Trump has made it very obvious that Israel is treated differently than any other foreign country, including Ukraine. Abundantly obvious. I do like the base coins, man. I do like the base coins. I'm a fan of base. You know, this higher coin I like, but it's just like, I like coins that are well put together that, this coin's up 61%. God damn it. Can we get another drop from this coin? Maybe I'll get an entry. I'm not going to enter this coin right now. Give me a drop down a little bit more. These entries are so important with these type of coins. Pro USA party with 40% in Greenland. I mean, that really should be the story, honestly. This should be the story. This is huge. I mean, this is what we were talking about. I've been covering Greenland forever, man. Or not forever, but I've been doing a lot of Greenland videos. This would be a big payoff for me if this happens. Let's hope it ends up. Listen, this would be good in do you have any money invested in USDC? Dude, I saw a TikTok and they were giving out predictions for each coin and they had Tether at $5 because it was like somebody that knew not, like they put out these predictions like Solana 1,000, Bitcoin 250K, Ethereum 12K, Tether $5 because, you know, they just don't know that it's a stable coin. They just see like the top 5. It's just funny. Caspa. I mean, I don't know, man. I trust me. I remember Caspa. I remember its original run, like in the summer of 2023 or going into 2024. Yeah, Caspa's fine, man. Greenland would be 1 electoral vote. They'd be 0. They don't have the population. They'd be a territory. Tether $5. You just know it was too much of a, it was too funny to be a troll. That's the thing. Like, it was obviously somebody trying to act like they knew, and it's just Tether $5. I like US. You guys know there's a new stablecoin on Kraken called USDG. USDG. That's actually a I'm gonna have to use that as my stablecoin because I do like USDC over Tether, but I think I like USDG over Tether now. And over USDC. If you got a coin, a stable coin titled USDG, that's very nice. I don't know, man. These results are good though. Even if there's just a sentiment for this, you could definitely get them on board with money offered. Wouldn't Greenland have 3 you've got to be trolling. Did you just ask this? Guys, Greenland does not have the population to be a state. It's not possible. There's a process where you go through to become to be granted statehood. They're not going to be a state. They don't have the population. It's not going to happen. We got a DG stablecoin before GTA 6. Do you think Injective can 20x? Yeah, I think Injective can 20x. That seems realistic. When are you launching DG coin on base? It'll be a stealth launch. It's a stealth launch. No, I don't have the money for liquidity for that. I don't have the money for liquidity. Dodger Stadium seats more people than Greenland. Now, Dodger Stadium is like 56K. Greenland is 57. I mean, here we are arguing about this, though. We will definitely have the bull by the summer. Yeah, I think we'll have to have a much better sentiment in the coming weeks. I mean, as the stock market's going to get, the sentiment in the stock market's going to get way better and crypto will improve. What do you think about Alberta becoming a state? I mean, I think it'd be good for the United States. I don't think it's going to happen. Epstein coin got a moon. I mean, yeah, I was looking at it. There's just no news on it. So and it's had such a shitty launch. How's Chainlink doing? I think Chainlink is having all those high cap alts are going to be doing fine. They're going to hold up way better than any of the low crap bullshit that we're in. I mean, we get some pretty interesting stuff here. Why do you like NASDAQ 420? I mean, I just, they got a good community. It's a branch off of SPX. SPX went to 1.5 billion. I like the stock to meme coins, honestly, and it's like, to me, it's the main beta to SPX. Although SPX has been having some struggles. I mean, this is just, it's a downturn, but I didn't think it was going to go to like 250 million, which is what it went to. Is it better to have Greenland or Iceland? Well, Iceland is not going to happen for the United States. They have tried to buy Iceland in the past, but I don't think Iceland would ever happen. Their population is too big. I mean, based on their location closer to Europe, it'd be maybe more advantageous to have a footing there. Yesterday, you said we need to wait a few months for any economic effects, and now you're saying everything is getting better. Well, everything is getting better. Have you seen the inflation update? Go look at the inflation numbers. I mean, how can you say everything? It's getting better with the inflation numbers, man. There's a whole plan that's been laid out by Trump. Just look at my economy video. How much do you have to bench, squat, deadlift to get props from me? Well, I mean, it depends what's your height and your weight. Can we take over Antarctica and keep all the oil, rare earths? Now, well, there's a treaty that says no country can claim Antarctica, but it doesn't matter. Antarctica would be a brutal climate to try and extract anything on. Thoughts on 420 Blaze at 720? Well, isn't that MLG, the MLG coin? It got destroyed. It's because all those phase guys went into it and they just destroyed the coin. I mean, you know, the culture, it's a cool culture coin, but it got absolutely obliterated. It almost fully round tripped. I mean, it was around 200 million. It's back down to 5 million. .6'4", 200 pounds, 210 around that. Wow, you're a unit. You're 6'4", 200. You're lucky you're that tall, man. But you're gonna have to bench. You're gonna have to bench like 330, man. What's the reason for the treaty with Antarctica? Because countries kept trying to claim it. They claimed slivers of it. There's not much you can do with the land anyways. I mean, but the treaty, it's a treaty. It doesn't really matter. I guess you could break it. The countries wouldn't be happy, but... Isn't that skinny 6'4", 200? Yeah, that is pretty skinny. I think you're right. 6'4" is you gotta have some weight to be 6'4". I mean, I'm like 5'10", 155, I'd say like 160, 165. I've built some muscle recently. I'll say I'm like 165, 170, honestly. I built some serious muscle recently, so... Your high school gym teacher has always said you're not a man until you can bench your body weight. At least you could do that. Yeah, I mean, that's a fair barometer. You're 5'9", you're 5'9", 190. Big fella. Yeah, I built up about 15 pounds of muscle recently. I've been building up serious muscle, guys. That's why I went from 155 to 165. You thought I was going to make a March Madness video? Well, look, I'll make one tomorrow. There was barely any games on Monday, so I didn't make one today. Crypto is back up. Yep. This is the golden age we were promised, thankfully. The golden age. You worked out in your 20s, you don't need to. Yeah, when you get to like in the mid-20s, you don't need to work out much. How far does Gonzaga go? Oh, it depends what draw they get. They're a very good team. Don't they face St. Mary's tonight for in the Big West Championship? Is lean the law? Well, yeah, it is. You gotta be lean for sure. Your coach beat a 190, 15%. No, I wouldn't be 15% at 190. I'd be more than that. At 5'10", 190, I'd be more than 15% body fat. You're not a pothead. Why so skinny? I mean, I'm really not even that. I mean, I guess I am skinny, but you just, people don't eat. Listen, I never really ate a ton. I mean, I was more skinny fat when I was younger, I think, but that was more of a chubby thing. But it's just, I just don't eat a lot of food, I guess. Thoughts on the Iran nuclear weapon issue? It needs to be solved without any show of force from Trump, which is going to be tough to do, but hopefully that's what happens. Dude, imagine if Trump actually does something to Iran. Oh, that'll be just great for me. Oh, we get the artillery barrage of people. He's Israel. He's helping Israel. We don't need that. We do not need that. Please, no. Just work out some deal. You think Russia is accepting the terms? Well, I don't know what the terms are. I mean, look, Russia, they should accept, because technically NATO is still funding Ukraine, and they're still on Ukraine's side. Because did you see all the stuff they got? Because there's the ceasefire now with Ukraine, and so now we're still funding Ukraine now that the ceasefire happened, because that was part of the ceasefire agreement. So they need to accept, otherwise we're going to keep funding them against. So that's why Russia has to accept, otherwise we're going to keep funding Ukraine. You'd be jacked 15%, 190. Yeah, you can't even, but there's no way I'd have to go past 190. That would be a massive bulk. That would be like a 2.5 year thing. Hopefully we don't get dragged into another Middle East war forever. That would ruin Trump, man. That would ruin Trump. I think Trump has to know that, but it's just he's got blinders. The Rick Scott Israel flag daylight savings video. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I mean, but that's like that had to have been a troll with everyone talking about Israel. There's no way he didn't know that. You need to hit the gym? Yeah, I should probably hit the gym myself. Bulking isn't good. You look fat and get swollen. Well, yeah, if you're natty, you have to bulk though. That's a thing. How far does Drake go? I don't think very far. Have you look at Drake's? Oh, they've got a lot of close wins. Drake does. I think people are gonna be disappointed in Drake. They're probably gonna lose to a 5 seed, or if they're an 11, they'll lose to a 6. I think. Do you think anyone lower than a 3 seed will make the Final Four? It's hard to predict. I'd have to see a bracket. But I mean, normally I try and predict one kind of a lower seed. I think I'm gonna have Houston win the title. I don't know. We'll see. I just think Houston's been such a solid team for so long. They have never won it recently. Like the last 4 years, they've been so good. Bigger creep, Drake or Matt Gaetz? The right's affinity for Matt Gaetz is odd to me. He looks like the fucking Purge mask. I mean, I don't know. Some of these people is just weird to me. Thomas Massie comments. I already discussed it, man. I discussed it. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and go through it again. Florida versus Duke is your national title. I mean, that's possible. Yeah, both of those teams are probably going to be 1 seeds. Duke for sure. Oh man, you shouldn't have mentioned Andrew Tate. Now you got this dude who's just this is. How's it going? It's going fine, man. I'm just enjoying the remnants of the stream. Yeah, I can see your comments, Thunderstriker. Wish Ron didn't try and run in 2024. He ruined his reputation. Well, look at what he's doing with his wife now. Look at what he's doing with his wife. It's the same shit against Donald's. How's the car doing? The car is fine. It's just an annoying repair. Shilling no longer has any effect. Too many coins. Yeah, there's too many coins for like to shill effectively. I don't even know what moves the markets anymore, honestly. I mean, there's like there's like certain beliefs that you can have of a coin is. It's very hard though, man. I forgot that one coin I wanted to look up. I already looked it up on stream one time though, so it doesn't matter. But there's one coin that did a round trip, 800 like 500k to 800 million back down to like 2 million. It's ridiculous in the span of like 5 months. Like some base meme coins. What would you do with your 5K refund? It's not. I'm not going to be getting a. It's just going to be taken out of my taxes if it happens. Lots of red pillars online saying you shouldn't listen to female conservatives because they're grifters looking to get money out of you and are undercover thoughts. Well, I mean, the idea of it, it's like it's a weird thing with the female. If they are traditional, you know, why are they trying to become influencers? That's not really a line of work, like political influencer for a traditional female. That doesn't really add up at all. So I mean, I never really got into with female conservative influencers, honestly, man. And then you get the situation with Ashley St. Clair and just go into high yield stocks. I mean, if you're a millionaire, you can definitely go into high yield stocks and make good money. I mean, I like if you make a few $1 million, you can make 60, 70K just investing into those type of stocks a year. But it's like those are multiply type stocks that you're not gonna park $60,000 in capital into one of those. You're just not gonna get the return. If a Dem wins in 2028, you think crypto will get regulated? I mean, I think we're losing, like, every cycle. You're gonna see less pumps. I mean, I don't know what the Democrats would do. I mean, Bitcoin is gonna be so mainstream by then, but I don't know about some of the altcoins and this meme coin stuff, because this stuff really went off the rails. Like, I really wonder if Trump wasn't in, what would happen, because with these celebrities, we got really bad, and it's like really bad with these countries launching coins and just rugging people, and so you have to think to yourself, like, well, this is. If it wasn't Trump that was in, I mean, Trump launched his own freaking coin. I don't know why I censored myself there. I was like about to say the F word, and then I was like, I should censor myself. I don't know. Thoughts on CNN inviting Kevin O'Leary to talk about the economy? Yeah, Kevin O'Leary's been more of a right-wing guy, so, you know, he spars with CNN a bit. You'd like to see me interact more on X with the audience? Love to see the same numbers we see on YouTube. Yeah, I don't know with X. It's not. I mean, I tweet stuff out sometimes. I feel like I tweet enough. I don't know, but not a ton though. Now is the time to get crypto when it becomes mainstream. I mean, it kind of already is mainstream, honestly. With all the celebrities in it, it feels a lot more mainstream. First 30 minutes, you can't cuss. No, that it's the first 15 seconds of videos you can't cuss. And YouTube allows. Listen, I never really saw it. There was a time where YouTube really got stingent about people cussing, but now it's just like you can cuss as long as as long as it's not every word. You can cuss like once you get 15 seconds into a video. They're not going to take any ad revenue from you at all for cussing at all. But you have to get past the first 15 seconds because it's like an advertiser thing, I think. Do you think 8 reps with a 100-pound dumbbell on incline bench is good? Yeah, I mean that's good, man. Well, incline and dumbbell is harder than just regular bench. Even incline bench is easier than using dumbbells. But I like dumbbells. You get more of a rotation. It's mainstream because it's political. Yeah, with Trump, it became a bit more mainstream. Conservatives going against Trump is a good thing. It's called backbone. Yeah, I mean, the thing is with that type of thinking, it's, you know, to me, it's, I've just seen a lot of people. It's the same shit against Trump. It's this grift. He's obsessed with Israel. It's just constant. And then people want me to do it. It's like, and there's like fucking 4,000 accounts. Go pick one. I haven't worked out in a while. You're telling me to do a workout video. I haven't worked out in years, guys. It wouldn't go well. Me and working out in it right now, it's not gonna go well. Thomas Massie is a bum. Oh man, you'd get fried. Dude, are you a fucking Israel agent? Holy shit. If you make a 10 bagger on Epstein coin, you should buy some stocks. Is the perfect time. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'll definitely rotate, but I'm not going to make a 10x on Epstein. I'm not, even if I did make a 10x, it wouldn't be a ton of money now because it's down so much. But rotating that into stocks, man, I don't know, man. Yeah, it is 24/7 with the Israel stuff. Well, dude, it's like, I don't know. It just got so mainstream. I think because of that Ian Carroll, interview, it's got so mainstream, and so now it's everywhere. It's like, and the whole Thomas Massie thing is all Israel. It's all about Israel. Because it does look bad for Trump. I mean, he's like the only Republican that doesn't take AIPAC money. So that's what it always goes back to. You have to start somewhere. I used to work out for like 2 straight years, bro. Used to work out for 2 years. You're telling me I have to start somewhere. I got a good built up chest, bro. Israel is always going to be in the government no matter what party. Don't know why people are so surprised. Well, it comes more so in like just Trump's idea of America first, and then see him completely just put on blinders for Israel. It is very noticeable and damning. Stocks are for old people. Yeah, stocks, you're not going to make a lot of money off stocks. Let me give you guys some advice. I mean, if you have a lot of money, you can definitely invest in stocks and make money, but it's like, establishment Dems and Republicans love Israel. They're bought. That's why. MAGA was your first and only 10x. Really? Were you in that coin? Are you talking about the Ethereum coin? Dude, that's a chat GPT question. Can you please tell me about how Trump plans to address the economic uncertainties arising from recent tariff implementations and market fluctuations to ensure sustained economic growth and stability? I mean, that has to be chat GPT, or it's an AI agent. I mean, you can watch my video I just uploaded on the economy, but that's a troll. A primary between Casey DeSantis and Byron would be close. You're expecting Gates to run for Florida special Senate race to replace Rubio? Yeah, they like DeSantis there, so that'll be a good race. If the economy doesn't recover by midterms, are we boned? It's going to be very tough. People base their votes in midterms off of the economy. I think the economy the crypto is going to recover pretty quickly. The stock market might take a little bit longer. It's just, you have to implement everything. You asked ChatGPT to ask a question to Trump. Why Israel gives no financial or military aid? What do they give us in return? And what do we do for their phony intelligence? Yeah, there's no real reason to be involved with Israel at this point, other than, you know, Christians think it's holy land and needs to be protected. Obviously, they're very entangled with our government, but there is no greatest ally. It doesn't exist. It's a one-sided relationship. But I mean, that's why this is all going viral with all this stuff with Trump and all this, you know, people calling out Israel. It's all because people see it. It's just like, you know, you ask these liberals, you know, their whole thing with the melting pot, that it's just not correct. I think conservatives are starting to realize, like, the melting pot is a lie. It's just a lie. That's not how this country was founded at all. Oh, man. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this stream. Oh, I started at 8 o'clock. Yeah, I started at 8 o'clock. I was wondering, I was like 3 hours. No, that was a 2-hour stream. That's going to do it, guys. So, this is a pretty typical chart for crypto, unfortunately, for me. No, I never invested into that coin, though. But this is the big story. Let's be honest. If this is true, I mean, this is great. I'll do a video on this. It's very good news. But when we give Israel aid, they buy our weapons with the money. It's not a mystery. Well, then that's military-industrial complex, so we don't support that either. We shouldn't. All right, guys. Yep. You can go follow me on X. Let's see what this tweet is doing. This is good. Come on. I need a viral tweet. Give me something. Just give me something. I did a shilling event. I mean, I'll take 140 likes. I'll take that, I guess. Oh, people like this. Guys, go give me a response on this. What is going on with these women? Would you buy FIFA coin? I think I'll pass on FIFA coin. What FIFA coin? God damn it, dude. Is it actually happening? This is a fake one. Yeah, this is a rug pull. They might drop a FIFA coin, I guess. All right, guys, I'll see ya.